This next fight is brought to you by Winder Farms and is the main event of the evening. Scheduled for three 3-minute rounds, all for the Tuff-N-Uff Lightweight Championship. Fight fans, it's about to go down. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner with 6 wins and 1 loss. Fighting out of Boomerang Fight Team, Del Paso Heights, California, Melvin, the Aftermath, Washington. His opponent stands across the cage in the red corner with 3 wins and 1 loss. Fighting out of Extreme Couture, Las Vegas, Nevada, he is Michael Howdy. In charge of the action inside the cage is Mark Smith.
All right, so here we go for the 155-pound title. Michael Hobby versus Melvin, the Aftermath, Washington. Now, Michael Hobby's going to have a 3-inch reach advantage on his opponent. Both opponents looking pretty game right now. And here we go for that 155-pound title in Mayhem and Mesquite 4. Got a referee, Mark Smith, in the cage calling this match. Here we go.
Here we go. Touch the gloves and here for the main event. Michael Hobby coming in strong, pushing up against the cage.
Michael Hobby looking to get that that single leg power driver takedown, it looks like.
Looking for single leg, trying to get that leg up in the air, and
nice.
There we go, all the way down to the ground.
Good job by Aftermath there on working his way back up and standing.
But Washington definitely doing a good job trying to counter Michael Hobby's double leg, and here he goes for again, another slam. And Michael Hobby does a good job controlling him all the way down to the ground. That way he can gain his position and not have to worry about taking him down again.
Yeah, it was very smart of him to pull him away from the cage and put him in a different area on the cage here. And he's got a very good position here. He's sitting in his full guard. I mean, he's working the arm, looking to posture up, and to maybe get a little bit of posture up there and get some good ground and pound going.
Michael Hobby working the body a little bit here now. Washington definitely needs to get his back up against the cage and start walking up, but Michael Hobby's doing a great job getting a lot of pressure down on his chest and keeping him down on the ground.
And unlike the previous rounds, I mean, this is 3 3-minute rounds, so fighters do have a lot of time to work in this first round here and feel for each other. Hopefully both of them have the stamina to go all 3 rounds if it comes to that.
Yes, definitely at 1 minute. Sounds like not a lot, but 1 minute is a long time in a fight.
Referee Mark Smith saying that if the fighters aren't working, he's going to stand them up.
Michael Hobby's trying to pin that leg down to get over, and there he goes, right into half guard. Now what Hobby needs to do is try to get Washington's left side up against the cage. That way he can take the whole half side of his body away, and then he can start working some technique in.
He's doing a very good job of staying calm and working the position and trying to advance. I don't know if referee Mark Smith is actually going to... he's going for a straight armbar. Can't get that.
Can't get there. Now Hobby's doing a good job. It looks like he's trying to do a little setup for a arm triangle here on the opposite side. Little body shots, trying to get that arm up to his chin.
You know, Melvin Washington, he needs to start working his back up against the cage and start using his elbows to catwalk all the way up the cage. But once again, referee Mark Smith is telling him that, got to see more work, got to see more advance by Michael Hobby, or else he's going to stand him up.
Hobby's got decent position here up against the cage. He needs to posture up and get a little action in there. There he goes, punch to the stomach and trying to trap that arm again to get over to the arm lock.
You know, Melvin Washington looks a little confused down right now on his back. He doesn't seem like he knows exactly what he should be doing. He's kind of just hanging on that half guard. I'd work on shrimping and getting full guard and then working my way on the cage, but he's kind of just hanging out here. Michael Hobby's got great pressure, like we said before, and almost had that arm down.
Michael Hobby's doing a great job, like you said. Now, Washington definitely looking a little bit clueless here off his back, but let's see here coming to the end of the round, in round 2, if he can stay up on his feet and work more stand out.
Yeah, definitely give that round to Michael Hobby. He dominated, stayed on top, utilized his ground game.
Michael Hobby did a great job there. Definitely not a 10-8 round, but definitely a round where you can, no matter what, give that round to Michael Hobby, control him more than half the round all the way on the ground and on top.
Hopefully it didn't take too much out of these fighters. This championship round, you got to pace yourself very well, but I mean, he did a very good job at maintaining that half guard and getting the good punches and everything. If I were him, I would focus on just mainly trying to advance my position a little more. Instead of staying in that half guard, try to go to full mount. And if, you know, Melvin, the aftermath of Washington, he just needs to try to either keep this fight standing, because we know when he gets on his back, he doesn't know what he's doing, it looks like.
Exactly. That's another thing here in the second round is Washington knows he's going to be trying to get that takedown. Hobby's going to be going there getting that takedown. Now, Hobby's going to have to watch out for these uppercuts and short knees and kicks, so we'll see what happens whenever Washington comes out here in the second round.
Both fighters getting ready. Mark Smith called the action right now. Here we go.
By the touch of the glove, show sign of respect. And Hobby, the aggressor again here in the second round.
Aftermath looking like he's just trying to pick his shots very well.
Aftermath definitely can see that double leg coming in, so he's trying to get, oh, and there it is.
Very good right hand.
Good right counter hand.
You got to set that kick up more, a little bit of 1-2 combo.
Hobby's definitely thrown in there, trying to get it range in so he can get that takedown, but Washington sees it, and he's definitely waiting for a good shot here.
Michael Hobby got great head movement when he's coming at those punches. You just got to find the range, like you're saying, Roman. And, you know, Aftermath is kind of picking his spots here. This is a championship round. Both these guys look like they're very nervous coming into the second round, a little more than they did the first round, but
definitely Washington respecting his takedown ability, and Hobby now realizes he's got a punch on him, so he doesn't want to go in there too quick and get caught.
Very good body kick there. You know, Melvin, the Aftermath, Washington looks like he's setting up that right hand. He just keeps loading it. Every time he sees Hobby come in, he's getting ready like he's going to throw it. Fakes it, but never throws it, so expect a big right hand from Melvin, Washington.
Definitely. Crowd's getting a little bit restless here, but here comes the thunder right here from Washington. Now what Hobby needs to do is he needs to work a little bit of jab and get Washington to counter. That way he can find that range and he'd take the shot. Not necessarily go in there aggressive and shoot, but he needs to get Washington to counter. That way he can take a shot after that.
Every time Washington keeps doing the same thing. He's waiting for Michael Hobby to come in, keeps throwing that overhand right. The crowd booing these fighters right now because, you know what, they're both just standing there. And, oh, very good uppercut by Michael Hobby. Michael Hobby's landing some big shots.
Now Michael Hobby needs to realize when he's up against the cage, that's the perfect time to take a shot. Washington getting his arms down, trying to get Hobby to get restless and come in there. Ooh, big body kick. Hobby wears it though, keeps coming in.
You know, right now, Michael Hobby's doing a great job. He's actually dictating the pace a little bit here. And if I'm the judges, I'm going to see that he's controlling the cage very well, and he's the one being the aggressor. Michael Hobby right there, kind of just sitting there Anderson Silva style with his hands down.
Washington putting his hands on his hips. Oh, there's the takedown right there. Let's see if Michael Hobby can get back down on his hips and see if we can get that takedown and secure this round.
Good, and he's used the cage to bounce him off.
And there Hobby goes, getting the takedown. Washington was doing the right thing, but Hobby just realizes his hands are on the ground and gets him down on the mat.
You know, with 30 seconds left in this round, Romy, you know, that could secure this round for
Definitely
him.
could. I mean, there wasn't much action for two minutes. They kind of just sat there, looked at each other. Now, Hobby realizing getting that takedown definitely can win the round.
Yeah, I don't know if both fighters were gassed coming in this round, and if they were just taking this round as a you know, just to relax and get their second win or what was going on. But right now, definitely going to give this round to Michael Hobby. Did a great job. Ended the round with the takedown, ending the round on top right now with a couple punches. Crowd wasn't very happy with the round, but hey, what can you expect?
These guys are coming in here for war for third round. Now, knowing Extreme Couture very well, I know Dennis Davis keeping Michael calm, telling him to breathe. He's definitely going to have to watch out for those uppercuts. Washington definitely realizing that Michael wants this fight going to the ground, so Michael's got to watch out. Very explosive fighter here with Melvin Washington. Definitely got to watch out when he takes those shots and when he comes in. He doesn't get a good counter. That counter right's been hitting him a few times. So,
you know, if I'm Melvin Washington's corner, Roman, right now, I'm going to be telling him that you're down 2 rounds.
Exactly.
And you're going to have to get a finish. If you want that strap, you're going to have to leave it all inside the cage. You can't sit there with your hands down. You're going to have to be the initiator. You're going to have to be the person that takes the risk, because if you don't take the risk, then there's no reason that you should have that belt in the first place.
Yes, that hands down stuff, it works only if you're winning. You can't have your hands down and sit there and talk to each other if you're down 2 rounds. He's definitely going to have to come in here, try and knock Michael Hobby out, and Hobby's definitely going to try and take him down, do the same thing, secure the round, and take that title home.
Right before that round, referee Mark Smith told him, look guys, this is the title fight. You got to go out there and you got to leave it all in the cage.
Definitely going thrown for the fences right now. Both fighters definitely putting everything behind each one of their shots. Washington kind of pressing the pace here. Hobby not having any of it. Washington with a high kick, but Hobby wears it and gets down back to the cage, working a single leg, trying to get him back on the ground.
Right, you know, the big thing here with Melvin Washington is the fact that every time he gets in this position, Michael Hobby gets that high crotch and takes him down just like that every single time. And
Hobby working for a mount here, sucking him up, and he's going to try and get both feet, into the grapevine, and now he's going to try and posture up and start throwing some bombs.
Great job. Got him pinned against the corner part of the cage here. Referee Mark Smith is watching, showing that he is putting in a lot of action, and hopefully Michael Hobby can get the finish here if he gets good posture and get some good ground and pound action going.
Good job by Michael Hobby. Now Michael Hobby, right here, what I would do is I'd let him up just a little bit so I can take his back, but Michael Hobby's still doing a great job controlling the pace and making sure Washington stays on the ground. That way he can win this fight.
Beautiful job by Michael Hobby right there, just staying in that mount position. He's got one hooking, kind of putting himself back in the half guard, but not really right now because Melvin Washington isn't recognizing that that leg's there. He's more just trying to defend the punches.
I think Washington's a little bit distraught right now, realizing that he's getting beat up on the ground for another third round.
Michael Hobby once again instilling his game plan into Melvin Washington, and he is just grinding out extreme couture style, you could say. Old school couture right there. Just kind of get on your opponent, utilize your wrestling and your heavy top game, and just pound him out and get that victory.
Michael Hobby getting both hooks in here, looking to throw some bombs, trying to finish this fight. Washington needs to start covering. The referee is going to be in this in a few seconds if he keeps hitting.
Beautiful job by Michael Hobby there to stay on top and utilize the game plan very well. Once again, he's grinding him out on top, and he just keeps landing those punches. And sad to say, but Melvin, the Aftermath Washington, does not have an answer.
Does not. Now, Michael Hobby's doing a great job controlling an arm. That way he can have one free arm to get some strikes in. He needs to posture up a little bit more here and start throwing some bombs, especially since Melvin just seems like he's almost given up.
You know, Melvin right now, there's nothing he can really do. I mean,
Michael Hobby trying to set up a little head and arm here, and he's about to go for it right now.
If you're going to set the head and arm, you're going to need to get that knee on belly or the step to the opposite side, but he recognizes that the cage is there, postures back out, staying in the half guard, and just landing those dominating punches. And Melvin, the Aftermath Washington, 10 seconds left. Looks like he's going to lose this fight, 30-27.
Definitely fight back those last 10 seconds.
Yes, well, yeah, most definitely, but it's a little too late for that.
Great performance by Michael Hobby, very dominant all 3 rounds. Looks like Michael Hobby's going to come out here, the new 155-pound Tuff-N-Uff champion.
Yes, very good job, and also shout out to his team, Extreme Couture. Looking like they're going to go 4-0 on the night. Perfect sweep from Team Couture. Wouldn't expect anything less.
Indeed.
So right now, both fighters kind of just going to their corners respectively. You can definitely tell Michael Hobby's in a lot more excited mood than Melvin Washington. Doesn't seem like Melvin Washington's cardio was there. Michael Hobby had a great game plan to go out there, set up his double leg against the cage, take the fighter down, and instill the dominant ground and pound game, which he did, and he is probably going to be named the new 155-pound Tuff-N-Uff amateur champion. You know, if I'm Melvin Washington, I'm going to go back to the drawing board. And, things I'm going to work on is pretty much, I'm going to work on that takedown defense and actually work on my ground game and learning how to use the cage to my advantage to stand up. It's one thing that he got killed by, and Michael Hobby utilized it, saw the weakness, and capitalized.
No, the wrestling is a very big thing here in MMA, and definitely a quality thing for anybody to learn if they want to get into the sport.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the championship belt is Lawrence Prona from Linder Farms. After a 3-round war, we have your winner by unanimous decision and new Tuff-N-Uff lightweight champion, Michael Hobby.
And there you have it, Michael Hobby, the new 155 Tuff-N-Uff champion. Definitely very excited. Hopefully Bernard can get a few words and see how he feels.
There's a new Tuff-N-Uff lightweight champion, Michael Hobby. As soon as that bell rang, you guys came out swinging. How great does it feel to win in front of everybody?
I apologize, everybody. I should have gave a better fight, but I apologize. I'll do a better fight next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Melvin Washington. All right. How great does it feel to win in front of your fans in Mesquite?
Absolutely amazing. First off, hats off to Melvin Washington. Did a hell of a job and gave me a lot of problems to think about going out of that second round. But that's another thing. 100% credit for this win goes to the coaches that won it for me in between rounds 2 and 3. And all my training partners at the gym that push me every day. The credit goes to them. Also, I'm looking for sponsorship. If anybody's interested, Michael Hobby. Sure, thank you.
Michael Hobby, ladies and gentlemen, your new Tuff-N-Uff lightweight champion. He's going to go get some recovery from Winder Farms in the back over there. Sign up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming out to Mayhem in Mesquite 4, right here at the Casablanca Resort Casino Golf and Spa. Have a great night, drive safe, enjoy the Casablanca. We'll be back here August 23rd. Keep it locked to Tuff-N-Uff.com for all your details on upcoming events.